Are you looking for the best cameras? In this video we will look at some of the best cameras. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Canon EOS R6 Mark II. The Canon EOS R6 Mark II is the best full-frame mirrorless camera we've tested. This enthusiast-level model can do pretty much everything you need, whether it's high-quality stills or advanced video work. It improves upon the original Canon EOS R6 with a higher resolution sensor, faster burst shooting, better heat management, and improved video features, including uncropped 4K recording at up to 60 frames per second, all that in a highly ergonomic, weather-sealed body with an intuitive user interface and controls. The only real downside of the R6 Mark II is that Canon is still building out its RF lens lineup, so there are fewer native and third-party options to choose from, but that's slowly changing. You can also adapt older EF lenses without issue if you get an adapter. If you're looking for a camera with a more established lens ecosystem, the Sony Alpha 7 IV is right up there with the Canon for image quality and versatility. However, it has a slower max burst rate when shooting uncompressed RAW files, and it only shoots 4K 60 frames per second video in crop mode. You can't go wrong with either of these cameras, but we prefer the Canon for those reasons. High image quality featuring a new 24.2 megapixel full-frame CMOS sensor. Digic-X image processor with an ISO range of 100-102400, expandable to 204,800. High-speed continuous shooting of up to 12 frames per second with mechanical shutter and up to 40 frames per second electronic, silent, shutter, raw burst mode and pre-shooting captures up to approximate 30 frames per second. Dual-pixel CMOS AF2 covering up to 100% x 100% area with 1053 AF zones. Automatic subject detection of people, animals, and vehicles using deep learning technology with new subjects to detect including aircraft, trains, and horses. 1. Number 2. Panasonic Lumix S5 II. If you'd like a more capable videography and filmmaking camera, the Panasonic Lumix S5 II is an excellent full-frame option with some seriously impressive video specs. These include a wide array of recording formats and resolutions, with oversampled 4K recording at up to 60 frames per second and OpenGate 6K recording at up to 30 frames per second. It also supports vlog recording and internal 10-bit 4:2:2 color, all at a remarkably competitive price for what you get. Unlike the original Panasonic Lumix S5, the S5 II also has phase detection autofocus, making it that much better for those who prefer AF to manually pulling focus. If you need even more advanced features, like external RAW video output and Apple ProRes support, you can opt for the Panasonic Lumix S5 IIX variant. Alternatively, the Fujifilm X-H2S is a video powerhouse with internal ProRes codecs, external RAW video output, and a stack sensor that keeps rolling shutter distortion to a minimum. However, it's significantly pricier than the Lumix S5 II. Key upgrades to a compact hybrid powerhouse, phase hybrid autofocus, improved IS, and unlimited video, with 24.2 MP 35mm full-frame CMOS sensor for high-resolution, natural description, and approximately 2x higher speed signal processing. Fast, accurate phase hybrid autofocus, advanced subject detection and metering technologies capture the target subject in focus even in adverse lighting conditions. Once locked on the subject, it keeps tracking even with multiple moving objects. Powerful image stabilization, with the S5 II and S5 IIX Lumix developed active IS, which supports walking shots, to further enhance image stabilization in video recording. Expressive video functionality, 14+ stop vlog/V gamut capture delivers a high dynamic range in broad colors, plus a real-time LUT function is provided to enable in-camera photo and video color grading, with LUT 6K 30p OpenGate unlimited recording. Number 3. Fujifilm X-T5. If you prefer the portability of an APS-C sensor, the Fujifilm X-T5 is one of the best crop sensor cameras we've tested. Its dedicated exposure dials evoke the feel and handling of classic SLR cameras and make it easy to adjust settings on the go, which is great for street photography. The camera is also weather-sealed, with in-body image stabilization to help you shoot more stable handheld shots at slower shutter speeds and a versatile 3-way tilting screen. However, this camera's real selling point is its 40.2 megapixel sensor, the highest resolution APS-C sensor on the market, which captures incredibly detailed images with plenty of leeway to crop and edit. Film simulation profiles also make it easy to change the look of your images in camera, and this model boasts some impressive video specs, to boot. Overall, this is an excellent choice if you're looking for something cheaper and more portable than the Canon EOS R6 Mark II. Pros and hybrid shooters should also consider the Fujifilm X-H2, which uses the exact same sensor but adds a ALIEXPRESS card slot, 8K video capability, and internal ProRes codecs. However, it's pricier and bulkier. Number 4. Sony Alpha 6700. The Sony Alpha 6700 is one of the best all-around mid-range cameras. This hybrid model is part of Sony's E-mount ecosystem, which includes a wide range of native and third-party lens options. The camera's relatively portable body makes it easy to take wherever you go, and its built-in stabilization makes it a good option for video work and handheld shooting. Plus, it has one of the best autofocus systems on the market, great for fast subjects like wildlife and sports, and it's one of the few cameras in its class that can capture 4K video at 120 frames per second. The Fujifilm X-S20 is another great option at this price point. It has a few features that the Sony lacks, like 6.2K recording and external RAW video output, but its AF system isn't quite as reliable, and 4K recording maxes out at 60 frames per second. Ergonomically, some people may prefer its centered viewfinder over the offset EVF on the Alpha 6700, but that comes down to personal preference. 26.0 MP APS-C format XMR back illuminated CMOS sensor. Bion's XR processing power for exceptional image quality. Dedicated AI processor and real-time recognition for accurate subject tracking. 4K/60p 6K oversampled 4:2:2 10-bit recording with long GOP or all intra formats. High frame rate 4K 120p recording. Number 5. Canon EOS R10. The Canon EOS R10 is one of the best entry-level cameras we've tested, offering a ton of value for its price. Though it lacks some of the high-end features found on the Sony Alpha 6700, like in-body image stabilization, IBIS, and weather sealing, it's a very well-rounded camera. Its APS-C sensor captures excellent image quality for its class, and the camera has a highly effective autofocus system and quick burst shooting. All that, plus a highly accessible user interface and controls, make it one of the best mirrorless cameras for beginners. Though its video features are somewhat limited, with heavily cropped 4K 60 frames per second recording and significant rolling shutter distortion, it still offers a wide range of frame rate options and can even record 10-bit 4:2:2 video internally in its HDR-PQ mode. Overall, it's a bit more accessible than the similarly priced Fujifilm X-S10. However, if you need IBIS, the X-S10 is a great alternative that still holds its own and has the added benefit of a more established lens lineup to choose from. However, its autofocus is much less reliable than that of the R10.